Hey gang, big country here. I just walked out the west in Tokyo where we're staying to come check out the Yebisu Brewery, Tokyo. Man, they said 5 minutes. This isn't even 5 minutes. Dick made 3. Pretty cool. Here it is. We're here. Let's go check out the Yebisu Brewery, Tokyo. Watch your step, big country. Don't fall down while you're filming. Here we are, we're going in. This is cool. That's the one. Look at this. I know beer. I like drinking beer. Cool. So, here. Cashless payments. I guess it takes Suica. That's what I heard. Here's map. I need this. I don't know if I can read it. Probably not. But there's flights. Beer. I don't know. I'll probably have to drink one. So let's take a look around here. This is the one I had last night in the club lounge. Our waiter's more handsome than him, though. Premium Yebisu. Born in 1890 in Tokyo. It's an old brewery. Very old brewery. This is cool, man. I'm going to do a self-guided tour. Look at this. Premium Yebisu. I assume I'm pronouncing that right. Yebisu. Creative Brew. Yeah, so it's like their latest line, I guess. An untouched exhibition. I wonder if it's actually full. No, they're empty. That's what I figured. They're just for display purposes only. That's cool. That's a creative brew. Artisan's Amber. Very nice, very nice. Okay, now I'm over here on tap. Here's what they offer here. Yebisu Black, Foggy Ale. I cannot read the bottom one. A lot of the signage is in Japanese, but it's their city. Of course it is. Yebisu Tokyo, an intersection of traditional charm and vibrant culture, is named Yebisu after Yebisu beer. Oh, this city is rich with stories of community. Today, Yebisu Brewery Tokyo introduces a new brewing culture where it all began in 1890. It's the next chapter with new beers and new ways to celebrate beer and its culture. Yebisu believes beer is... Oh, I like this, see? That's my go-to. Infinity. That's awesome. That's my thing, man. I'm kind of weird about that whole infinity thing and the number 8. So there's the map. Pretty basic layout. I just entered. I'm in this lobby area here. I'm standing here. So I'm going to go down this grand stairway. Toilets. If you drink too much beer. There's your tap area. Beer storing room, tap counter, master brewer's room, material library, brewing area. Museum, bottom left, journey lounge. Okay, I probably don't need this, but I'll take a quick look. Just because. So let's put it on the table and look. I can come over here, there's a bench. So as with all Japanese literature, it reads from what we would consider to be back to front. So I guess that's all the rail lines and stuff. So now I know Yebisu is named after Yebisu. Interesting. So it's just a basic catalog, and it's all in Japanese. This isn't going to do me any good. It's just information literature, probably meals, whatever. I'm not here for the food, so we'll put that back. We don't need that. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, let's go down their grand stairway. This is cool, man. Check this out. Big country doing a solo tour here. Obviously, mommy and daddy are not interested in beer or breweries. I'll tell you I will be soon. Look at this. Pretty neat tile work. Mommy would like the tile work. Look at that. So it's tiny, intricate tile. That's neat. Mommy would like that. Probably the only thing in here she'd like. So they do have the paid tours. So these guys are here, but that wouldn't do me any good because it's in Japanese. I'd need an English tour. But I'm good, man. Our family is more in for just winging it and self-touring. And I know a thing or two about beer, brewing, so I can figure it out. Look at that copper kettle. That's gorgeous. So we'll walk down there, take a closer look. Yeah, it's very similar to the, setup they have in Maui Brewing Company, that kind of thing. Any brewery, but this is the original brewery, evidently. And it's now been converted to this lovely dining space with museum. We're gonna probably shoot it straight to the museum portion. So there's no charge here, just free entry. Let's take a look. So you got your signage here, your advertisements. There's all the old labels, I suppose. That's cool. This one looks like circa 1970s, if I had to guess. Can you see that? So there's a glare. Sorry for the glare. I'm gonna stand here. Yeah, it's a glare. This one. So, I should have mentioned, these guys are the makers of Sapporo. That's the brand that we know in the U.S. That's the one that's exported the most, I suppose. It's a nice one, yeah. I wish you could see that better. The glare is killing us here. Maybe if I take a step back. Yeah, it's hard, yeah. Sorry. You get the idea. If you want to see it better, then come here. Journey counter. So, look at this. It's closed, right? So, all I can do is stand here. That's all right. I can take a look. Probably only for the people who are in the tour groups. Just basically all old photos and signage. Hey, man, this is cool. Big country's always in for this. Let's zoom in. I guess you guys can pause and try and take a closer look. I'm going to film all this, and I'm actually going to pause for a second and then just look at it. You do that right now. Oh yeah, so here's the three-dimensional map of the facility, I suppose. Oh, that's pretty neat. I like that. Okay, just walked out from that area. And over here, some literature. Oh, some of it's actually, that's in English right there. This stuff, cool. So there are a bunch of books here that some are in, a lot of them are in English. That's cool. Very neat. German Expressionism. Painting. Okay, I don't know why that's there. Let me drink this beer. Oh, it's full too. Delicious. I would drink that. Like the saying goes, my new favorite saying, better a warm beer than cold nothing. So, beer is history. I guess this is, let me just check this side too before we miss it. Catch everything. We're at the Yebisu Brewery Museum. I don't want you guys to miss anything. History and evolution. Yebisu was introduced to the market in 1890. Here we look back at the history and evolution of the company that boldly set out to lead Japan's beer industry amidst the country's rapid modernization. 135 years ago, folks. I know it seems like a long time ago, but time goes fast. The older I get, the more I realize it. The birth of Yebisu. In 1887, Japanese beer brewery company was established to launch Yebisu. 2 years later, the company built a brewery in what is now Meguro, Tokyo. Its mission was to produce authentic German beer. To do so, skilled brewers from Germany installed, imported, specialized brewing equipment. The company partnered with Kokubu Shoten for distribution. Its president, Kanbe Kokubu the Ninth, established Yebisu Beer Shokai to oversee sales. Then, launched on February 25th in 1890. It's cool. Anyhow, I'm not going to read all this. We'll definitely get a close-up of these beer bottles, because that's cool, man. That's the original bottle. That's neat. And then a few years later, there's another rendition. These are awesome, man. These are so cool. 1894, 1895. This is just so neat. There you go, look at this. The price of a beer cost 20 cents. 1 yen in 1904. Back then, a bowl of soba noodles was 2 cents, making beer cheaper. So better to have 2 beer than 1 bottle of soba noodle. Here's the original founder. Yeah, he looked like he enjoyed himself a beer or two. Some Yebisu. Okay, scan back out here. Try and catch all this. It's neat, man. King of Eastern beer. That's him. That's him. He looked like he's a drinker. Looked like my kind of people. So just pause if you guys want to read this. So they won a gold medal in their first year, but then they were having problems with finances, of course. So I'm gonna pause every so often, yeah? Just so I can read this stuff. $1,900 beer mugs. Those are cool. Really neat. Oh, I know that stuff. That look like the sweet bean, yeah? Delicious. That's what we call pupus in Hawaii when you're drinking your beer. These are pupus for the beer. So they launched a beer hall in 1899. Of course it's popular. Everyone loves a beer hall, otherwise known as a bar. It's always good for camaraderie and fellowship. Beer has always been a unifying presence in the history of humanity, and also can cause a few fights. Nice. So what is this? I'm going to come back here. Something's going on with the Eiffel Tower here. I don't know what's that about. Guess they exported it to them, to the French. Oh, yeah, the export label exhibited at the Paris World Exposition. Cool, cool, cool. I love it. Onward. Okay. There's not so much glare in here. You guys can see that better. Pretty neat. So feel free again to pause to read these signs. More poo-poos for the beer. It's too much head. I don't like my beer so foamy. More of these cool ancient bottles, man. Very neat, very neat. I think they're just replications of the originals. Maybe they're original, I don't know. There's the old brewery. A 1937. Descent into war. 37 caused the scarcity of supplies. Military demand took precedence to cope. The government fixed beer prices. And in May 1943, all beer brands lost their identities. Yebisu vanished from existence. That is a tragedy, man. That's no good. Hey, so there's like a little video here. It's like, I guess you could probably plug in to listen to that, but I don't speak the language, so, but this old footage, it's cool, man. It's hard to see on the glare, but old signage. Looks like the 1930s, pre-war, everyone enjoying life, poor things. They have no idea what disaster's coming to them. Powerful man always wrecks things from above. It's never the regular folks. Okay, so onward. Yebisu returns after popular demand. After widespread demand, Yebisu made its comeback in 1971, 28 years after its discontinuation. Brewed with 100% malt and Bavarian aroma hops, the new Yebisu boasts mature flavors from extended aging. It's been a lot of breweries have been resurrected like that. That's cool. Oh wow. Oh, that's neat. Old school. My grandma used to have a music box like that. It was nice. Very nice. Some more of the old labels. 1994, Yebisu beer served here campaign captivated Japan. Minimalist poster designs proved memorable. Okay, so I was right about that ad over there in the beginning. It probably was from the 70s. It had that look. Okay, so this bar's been here since 2009. This setup here that they have. Scroll down here. Look at this. Nice, nice. So it looks like here's a lot of what we got going on now, including the pricing. It's nice how they show you what's going on and let you know what you're gonna pay. So, my wife has given me permission to use my Suica card to drink beer. So I will partake to pay tribute. Since there is no admission fee here, I feel it's my duty to drink beer here. For over 130 years, Yebisu has pursued a rich, refined flavor, spreading beer culture from Japan to the world. It's funny. Okay, so let me show you these. More flavors. We got orange, citrus, blanc. All beer companies do this. So what is that? Coffee or something like that there. There's the dark. Here's more of the other ones. I like this one the most because it's a very large bottle. And it's just beer. Anyhow, I was going to say it's interesting that a lot of people are just breezing through here. just like the U.S. A lot of them aren't even reading the signs. They're just blowing through here. That's how, though. Not everyone's so interested in this kind of stuff like I am. All right, moving right along. I like that they have the renditions of the pairings of food and beer. It's always the thing, yeah? When you're drinking beer, you got to have your snacks. You gotta have your little treats. Like I said, in Hawaii we call it pupus. And maybe that's where it comes from. Maybe it is a... No, that's Hawaiian. Where pupus is Hawaiian. But pupu means snack or hors d'oeuvre. Here we go. In 1901, transport. So it's the train. The original train station. That's cool, man. Some of the kegs down below. Lager, that's what I like. I like a lager. Oh man, this is the good one. Look at how big that is. Looks like a gallon right there, these ones. Just have one or two of those in the night. You say, oh, don't worry, honey, I only drank 2 beers. Little does she know it's 2 gallons of beer. That's the biggest, it's hard to tell because my hand's out here. I'm telling you, brother, that's the biggest beer bottle I ever saw. And it looks like it's set to be drunk. Like, just hold it and drink it. I could do that. That's cool. That's one of the old ones, pre-war. Nice, original literature. That's original. Look at this. I don't know what all that says other than the Yebisu beer in the top. I guess that's how it's written in Japanese. Anyone Japanese watching this video, feel free to chime in on your perspective or what I'm seeing, if you can interpret whatever. I guess that's another one. It's like merchandise, yeah. That's guaranteed 1970s right there. The 70s had a vibe. I was a kid then. I would have been 2 in this period, at 1971. Wow, up to 15,000 visitors a day. Pretty neat. I think I want to go back to that music box. That's pretty neat. This is cool. I got more stuff behind me to do too. Taster train, 1985. Train car from Japan National Railway into a beer restaurant. Oh, that's clever. Very nice. Lager and draft. That's cool. Very neat. I'm gonna go double back to that music box. So the guy was doing this earlier. I'm gonna take a hand at it now. My grandmother used to have one of these. It's nice. Takes me back to my childhood. I ain't this old, but my grandma was. Nice. And we're back over here, magically. Century of history ends. Okay, ooh. Yebisu urbanized, limiting space for beers, increasing demand. It's closed in '88 after plans to relocate the brewery developed a 99,000 square meter area. It marked the end of 100 years of brewing at this site. And they got big, and they got really big. I'm guessing that's when they started making Sapporo. I don't know. I don't see anything about Sapporo here. I'm not sure. Oh, more. Mommy eats the fish. I drink the beer till I can read the book. Oh, get the sausages here, 1988. Get the cartoons. Read that. That's cool. Let's just stay along here till I get to the end. Yeah, these are looks more like the labels we're looking at nowadays. It's circa 96, so pretty close. There we go. 2006. Nice. Let's take a jump back over here. I'm not gonna skip anything. So anyone who might be interested in this, I'm catching it all for you. I might like to come back and review myself because I am a nerd like that. Oh, there you go. Once a brewery site, the Yebisu Garden Place now redefines the urban neighborhood, covering an entire city block, 83,000 square meters of garden city charm with shopping, dedicated 60% open space. Yeah, so the Weston's right there, man. We are, I guess that's our hotel right there. I think I'm right here. Or no, I'm in that one. One of those buildings, one of those big ones. Yeah, it's cool. Very cool. Okay, okay. Here you go. Now you can see it. So that's written in Japanese, so I can't make out. That, I think that is the Westin, the big one. Yeah, because I came out and bam, we're here. Yeah, we're in the big one here. Only been here a day and a half, so I don't really know what I'm doing here. Pretty neat though, pretty neat. So let's transfer over to the center stuff here. So here's some more interesting cans. They got all the cans collected. So when I was a kid, when I was like between 6 and 9 years old, I collected beer cans. I remember when I was in first grade, dumpster diving in Iowa City, Iowa, and pulling beer cans out of the trash dumpster that I'd never seen before. Schlitz, and when we got back to New York, I was getting Iron City cans and all this and that. So to me, I've always kind of had a fascination with beer cans, and then that turned into fascination to drink the contents of the beer. So, I mean, I don't know. There's thousands and thousands of varieties of beer, hundreds of thousands, I'm sure, in the world. I mean, I've never seen any of these cans, and this is just one brand. So let's finish all down here, and then I'll jump above to where all the video screen and stuff is. Interesting. Look at that purple one. It's pretty. That character is their logo for sure. What is he? Is he a sumo wrestler? Is he a samurai? What is that guy? I don't know. I'm just a dumb American dude. You tell me. Who is that guy? Here's the glasses. Different beer glasses for different types of brew. Very clever. I like it. Oh, I want to get a shirt, man. Maybe I get a shirt. Souvenir. I need souvenir. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, they're the festivals. I'm sure it's like beer and food festival, because every year is like See, look, man, it sucks. It was 24, 23, and then nothing in 22, 21, and 23 years. Stupid pandemic wiped it out. 19, 18, 17. That's a glitch in history there. But I trust me, people was drinking this beer. They were just hiding in their homes. So the first year was in 2015. So it should have been the 10th year of that. But they lost 3 years. Let's go back to the beginning. Or actually, let's go back to the front. There's an advertisement. So this is what they're, on TV, how they lure people into drinking beer. It works for me, man. I'm like ready. I wish I was drinking beer while I was walking around here. See, Sapporo. They're in for the Sapporo. I don't know what's the connection. That's where I am right now. I'm not seeing the connection. I haven't read anything that talks about the Sapporo. I don't know if they're just distributing it, but I thought they're brewing it. Anyhow, shadowy there, but I think you guys can see all that. It's talking about what's going on here now with the beer stand and the beer garden here. Also serving food. Yebisu Beer Holiday. The town for beer. I didn't even know I was coming to a place called the town for beer, Yebisu. Fate brought me to Beer Town. This is the birthplace of Japanese beer. That's cool, man. Chef's pairings with Yebisu. Yeah, there it is. The Grand Prix started in 2015. Just lost those 3 years, but they're back on it. So that was the tour. I'm now walking back out here into the main hall. Beer, look at this. You're gonna love this. Beer is art, and so much more. Look at this. This is cool. Let's take a look at this. It's the process. So we get the barley and the malt, we mill it, put it in a bag, dump it in this thing here. I wonder if it's probably, oh yeah, they switch back and forth. There it is, okay. Turns it mashing and lautering, boiling. Gotta be quick to read all those words in English. For those who are bilingual, this is easy. They can just switch back and forth. Clarification, cooling, then lagering. Interesting. Fermenting. So it's like that's the difference, right, between the types of beer, like where they finish the process, whatever. Filtering and packaging. And then you drink. Very good, over there. So here's the ingredients. Barley. I guess those are both barleys. These are hops, right? I always think they look like buds. Oh. You can smell it. Kind of smells like a dog. No smell. I don't smell that. That smells like dog. Dog needs bath. So it's more of the same. They just got multiple sample, show you what's going on. That's how they make the beer. There's the ingredients. There you go. And there's the equipment, the real equipment. What we just watched on the screen. Look at that. Kind of hard to see the glare. There's a cool video there. It's like a video on the glass. Japan is so ahead of us, man. Look at this. That is on the glass. You see this? That's more than a flat screen TV, folks. That is images being projected through a pane of glass. Yeah. Tell me again how the U.S. is number one. Yeah. You need to travel, people. We don't rule everything. Pretty neat. And there we are. Master Brewer's room. Over there. I don't want to intrude on these people too much. It's the beer hall. A lot of people eating. There's flights of beer. I probably might go for a flight. Some old beer barrels here. Collab. Dewar's special collab. Interesting. That's neat. Dewar's is Scotch for those who don't know. check out shirts here. They probably don't have anything my size anyhow, so not likely. Yeah, these are all I call them children's sizes. Ain't gonna happen. It's kind of boring looking. I would have liked one of those other ones, very plain. Yeah, even if they fit me, I don't think I'm in for that. I like something a little more illustrated. These are all here for merch if you like. I guess that's their signage now. That's what they're going for. Cool. Stickers. Nice. I'd bring a beer glass home, but we don't have luggage, so they ain't happening. Yeah. Cool. Pretty neat. So over there is where you go to get your beer. Pretty cool. Just want to show you this here. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, you order your beer and you go pick it up over there, yeah? Nice. Here's their different styles of beer. Let's just catch all this before someone needs to walk through. Cool. Thought they had some beer here that was reasonably priced. I'm looking for it, I don't see it. If it ain't like 500 or less, I don't know if I'm sticking around. We'll see. I can go get it for free over at the hotel. Interesting. Yeah, this ain't happening. I'm on a budget, man. Cool. Oh, I almost missed this sign. I love this. So listen, I'm going to conclude this. Those prices they're just too big for me. They went up, and I can't justify spending, $8 for a beer when I can go pound them out for free at the hotel and I get the same beer. So beer is infinite life, whatever. I love it. I guess that's their thing, man. I love it. I'm gonna probably make that my profile picture. Very cool. So if you're not on as tight a budget as I am, come here and partake. But call me a cheapskate if you want. But why would I spend money, $9 on beer, or whatever it ends up being, when I can just go drink it for free? Some would call that foolish. Anyhow, that concludes our tour. Thanks for watching. And if you're in Tokyo, come to Yebisu Brewery. Check it out. It's cool. It's free to enter, and you can eat here and drink here if you like. Not really a beer hall. This isn't the way. This is no beer garden that I've ever seen. It's more like a gentrified yuppie space, but that's cool. They're doing good business. Enjoy. Aloha.